Hey everyone, and welcome to frame 2 of the first match against my neighbour Si, which took place on the 27th of July this year, 2022 that is. If you haven't watched the first frame of this match, I'll put a link to the video up top there. I recommend you go and watch that first before I put the score up, which will show the current frame score. For those of you who have watched the first frame though, why not go and grab a cup of tea or whatever your favourite hot beverage is and settle in for what will be a long drawn out battle of low 3-ball breaks and some mediocre positional and safety play. There we have it then, the current score. Obviously I won the last frame by a very fine margin really, it pretty much came down to a pink and black ball game. We're just comparing cues at this point. Si has modified his cue and actually made it shorter. I'm not quite sure I understand the reason. Maybe you can put it in the comments why he did it. But anyway, Si's turn to break. I broke in last frame, and Si is a much more competent break than I have. I completely messed up my break last time. So yeah, that was a very good break. Pretty attacking break to be fair. Brought a few reds into play, but still got a decent cue ball behind the balk line. Not a huge amount for me to go out really. Obviously there is a pot on, but it's you know, if you were a pro then you'd be happy to get on the black, but for me there was no path back to balk for a safety, so it was a bit of a sort of all or nothing kind of pot, and I was quite lucky that I didn't leave Si an easier one than this red along the bottom cushion or top cushion. That black just covered the easier one. Si got pretty close that shot at that pot as well. Just caught the near jaw. Left me with this tricky shot over the bridging over the pack, which I do manage to get in. But then I put some pretty much unwanted top on it and managed to just about snooker myself on all reds. Sorry, on all colours. But I can get through to the black, and okay, you do see when I was editing this video and watching this video in the thumbnail, I wasn't convinced that I'd hit that black, but now I'm watching it full screen so I can do the commentary. It's clear that I hit that black, so I'm quite relieved that shows it quite clearly on the full screen image. So I didn't give away the 7 points. So I got unlucky to hit the knuckle on that shot and left me that red, which I should have really got closer to the pot with that. Tried to hold for the blue, which I kind of did, but not as well as I should have done. But it's pointless if you don't get the pot in. And I was again lucky not to leave an easier shot than this for Si. But in fairness, it's a good pot and pretty nice kiss on the brown to leave himself with this brown into the green pocket, which he puts in pretty nicely. Maybe just doesn't get enough on it to get the cue ball down further down the table, but it was a nice attempt. But it gets him in the lead, even though it's only 4 points. Yeah, I didn't quite get that. He was unlucky not to get on a better shot than that, but it was yeah, it wasn't. It was probably the safety was a better option there, if I'm honest. But anyway, he's done all right. This cut into the middle, I think, looks tighter. Is tighter than it looks on the screen. Yeah, I think it's to the point where I basically just play safety off it. Si's playing a nice containing safety, just rolling up to the pack and making sure that red didn't go over a pocket. So again, left me hampered, but I should be able to go into this red and follow it up the table, but that only works if it doesn't catch a balk colour, which it did. But again, I was pretty fortunate not to stick it over the middle pocket. As it is, again, this is a tight pot to the point where I don't think Si actually takes it on. No, he doesn't. So safety for me, I think. Yeah, but I put some unwanted left-hand side on that. So, well, actually, no, I think I wanted the left-hand side, but I did want the left-hand side at the time. But in hindsight, that's what caused the double kiss. Otherwise, I think that would have been a pretty decent safety. But never mind, it got the double kiss. Again, I was fortunate not to leave a path through to that one on the left corner. But as it happened, oh, I thought that was in. How did that not go in? I think that's pretty much what I said there.
I mean, I don't often go in when you hit the near jaw close, but that was good.
Just about get my cue out of the way of that. Hit it far too hard. And basically end up almost on the block cushion. Pretty disappointing. So, contemplating rolling up behind the brown here, I think. No, actually, no. I'm playing the brown I'm playing the pot on the brown. I was a bit close, a bit further away from the rail than I looked actually. So I played the pot on the brown, thinking that the only one I'd leave is that long pot to the corner, which is basically what happened. Si's already confident. He's lining himself up on the black. Don't mind seeing that. Like, you know, if you got a confident, play it. Got, I think, a couple of shots ahead at least, but unfortunately doesn't quite get that pot in. Not sure what he said there. I am considering maybe buying a couple of wireless mics to record the conversation, not so much the conversation, but the comments following shots and things like that. Because some of them are amusing. See what my opposition says about such things. I'm sure he won't mind. Another containing safety from side, but doesn't quite get that one right. Leaves this one on for me. Should be a relatively. Oh, I suppose I'm getting the rest out, so it's nothing's easy with the rest. I was going to say it should be a relatively easy pot, plus easy to hold for the black into the opposite corner pocket. But with the rest, nothing's easy for me. As you see, I miss it, and I don't get anywhere near the black. Nice cut in there from Si. Always knew he had the brown over the middle, essentially over the middle, as long as he didn't, as long as he stayed on the right hand side of the table as we look at it, which he makes look easy. But then I think he snookers himself pretty much on the whole pack, apart from the one near the green. So a little bit unlucky. Oh, yeah, that's very unfortunate. But it was the shot before that was the problem, really. Just you know, being unlucky to get behind that yellow, so you couldn't hit any of the other reds. Pretty happy with that pot. I was actually trying to hold for the black, which I obviously got nowhere. Probably shouldn't admit that. Obviously got nowhere near doing, and I wish I'd committed to the blue, because I probably would have gone a bit higher, and then therefore would have had a chance of getting a position on the red. As it was, I just made sure of the blue, so I could at least play a safety off this. Hit that one a little hard, but not too bad. The safeties go. I quite like the path it took. Another good reply from Si though, maybe just under hit it slightly, but hasn't really left anything other than a safety shot. Again, pretty happy with that safety shot. Just a couple more inches, well maybe 6 inches, and it would have been on the ball cushion essentially, and would have been pretty much perfect. But it did force Si into a mistake, but he's kind of got away with it, hasn't left me a pot, so again it's just another safety for me. But to be honest, to be fair, it's an easier position for a safety, so I should really be getting this on nicely on the ball cushion, but completely misjudged it and caught the knuckle of the middle pocket, because you know that's what I do. Oh, so I was lucky then to not put the black in. Kind of tied that corner pocket up a little bit, but basically means that the next person to pot a red probably gets an easy black, so kind of put the pressure on a bit on safeties, I suppose. And I should have got better, should have got closer than that. Again, fortunate not to leave an easier pot. I guess he's playing a safety stroke pot there, and that if the red goes in, great, but if not, he's behind the yellow. Yeah, not really sure what to do here. Just trying to not leave that. I think I was kind of forced into a pot there, and yeah, not great. I've left this one over the middle, which is one thing I was worried about, but I was kind of forced into a pot there because I couldn't really see a good path back to ball, you know, without risking leaving that red to the middle anyway. So yeah, so I think Si is worried about following that red in. He's done that a couple of times on straight pots. I am trying to convince him that it shouldn't be a straight follow in, but I kind of don't want to tell him otherwise, but it is. It's a tricky one because he obviously had to, it was close to the cushion, so he had to put sort of a bit of top on the cue ball. I feel a bit guilty about that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if you picked up what Si is saying. I'm watching this with no sound on, so it's not distracting me from the commentary. But I don't know if he picked up what he's saying. If not, I might think about getting some microphones for future matches. Didn't cue that one particularly well. And I've left this one. It's a bit of a stretch probably for Si over the reds, but I think he can reach. I know he's getting the rest out. So So yeah, it's not easy, but he should be able to play it in such a way that the only one he could leave is that one, and still have a shot on the black if needs be, if he gets it in. But not quite. But he hasn't left it, which is good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that safety shot. I was a bit worried about getting the angle on the red wrong and putting it into the black, but I was quite relieved that it didn't.
Get this in my head.
It's the opposite from we had last time.
It is, yeah.
Almost like if whoever puts the next round, unless they're unlucky, gets an automatic 8 point.
Yeah, not really sure what to do here. Again, not an easy path back to balk. I think I'm playing this right one, yeah. But I caught it too thick, so the angle brought it into the pack. But again, I've been pretty fortunate not to leave that mod into the middle. So I was just worried about his t-shirt catching the black here. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but even if it did, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's pretty good safety. Nice weight on the white. Again, not too many options for safety for me. Probably that one on the far left. Yeah, that's what I'm playing. Bit worried about this coming back across the table and putting the black in. No. I got the angle all wrong. I think if I had got the angle right for the safety shot I had in mind, the red would have been close to putting the black in, but hopefully not. I've done it. Taking my time over these shots. I like to see, shows I'm not frustrated yet. I say yet. I was going for a bit of an attempt at the pot, hoping that I would at least if I didn't get it in, it would hold in the jaws, and then I was trying to sort of screw back up the table, but I didn't get close enough to the pot, so the red came back up the table and didn't get nearly enough backspin, so I ended up leaving a nice easy one for side to get on, and then get this black down. But he makes a pretty big error there. I don't know if it's just what happened there, but misses the black completely, not even a nick on it, and yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is a quite fine cut. It is a quite fine cut.
Yeah. Thought anywhere on the table. Anywhere on the table.
Pretty stupid to catch the brown there. Ooh, where's that red going? Well, that's just made it more difficult to get that black in.
I'm not letting anyone get it.
Decent pot. Didn't do anything with the cue ball though. So therefore I've not really got a colour at all. So probably a safety from here, I guess. Having yet more problems with the scoreboard. If you watch the first frame, you'll understand that this scoreboard app I'm using is proving to be a challenge for to use because the screen keeps locking on my tablet. I need to sort something out for the next game. So yeah, it's just a safety. Not even a particularly good one at that, to be honest. Cue ball should have been on the baulk cushion or behind the colour. Yeah, that was a little fortunate from sides. I'm sure he was playing a safety there, but cue ball caught a couple of balls on the way up, so I don't think it would have ended up there if it hadn't caught those balls. But never mind. Still, I've had my fair share of luck as well, so. Yeah, I didn't get that one right either. Great pot from Si. Difficult cut that, and he's nicely kissed on the yellow to leave himself this brown into the middle. Oh, unlucky though, kind of jabbed at it a little bit. Been guilty of that myself. No, I don't think that. I think that red would have passed the blue, but as it happened, it caught the blue on the way past and therefore missed. But I do think it was going to go. How did that? How did nothing go in that pocket there? Never mind. At least it's brought the black into play for whoever pots the next red. I got close to that. I can't believe it caught the near jaw and then basically rolled up the table over the corner pocket. And the only saving grace is this is a rest shot, so this is still missable. There you go. Still, no harm done, nothing really for me to go at other than a long tricky red into the corner or a safety shot. Don't reckon that red would cut into the middle. Well, it might do, but it would be a very difficult cut, and probably the white would be heading towards the and maybe even the black cushion, where the black is now. Probably wouldn't actually be too fine a cut. Yeah, I think I'm just playing the safety here. But again, just don't get enough backspin on the white to get the reaction. I want to get it back up the table. Yeah, I think Si was kind of playing the double to nothing there, so he was he was playing the safety primarily, but I think he was thinking that the double was a possibility. So fair enough. No, not good enough. Again, didn't leave anything there. Yeah, I'd say that neither of us are particularly good with the rest. So any time there's a rest in use, even the easiest shots are definitely missable. Yeah, it's my turn for essentially a pot to nothing. I went for a attempt at the pot, thinking that I'd still have the black if it needs to be, but primarily just trying to get the cue ball onto the bottom cushion. That's a good double. I'm pretty sure he says at this point that he didn't play that, so yeah, because I mean he gets a good cue ball on the cushion, so yeah, I don't think he was playing that pot, but nevertheless it was still a good pot. But I thought he was going to give up at this point. I thought he was going to smash all the balls around. But yeah, no, it's frustrating. Never mind. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm messing about with the scoreboard, trying to figure out what's gone wrong with the scores. I think at this point we realised that the scoreboard thinks there's one extra red on the table than there should have been. So I'm trying to figure out what's happened. So I was a bit worried that this, again, when I actually went through this editing of this and sorting the scoreboard out, that the actual score will be different to what the app showed. I also do something really stupid here. Because I've been messing about with the scoreboard, I actually forget. Si's just put the white on the top cushion, on the board cushion, ready for me to pick it up and move it, and I completely forget that and play it from where he's left it rather than being able to put it in the D. As it happens, I don't think it makes any difference because you know, it's not like I left anything for him by that. I do leave a potential pot for him, but spoiler alert, he doesn't get it, and I do get the next chance. So at the end, it doesn't make a difference to the frame.
Yeah, I feel like it's ages since I've played.
Sorry?
I feel like it's ages since I've played.
Still forgetting to leave that pause on my backswing, if you like.
It's the only difference as well. I still do not
It's basically the main thing I've been given to work on before I see my coach next, is trying to remember to put that pause in. Still not doing it. To be fair, this was before I saw my coach. I think. Not sure actually. So the black's gone over the pocket again. I just realised that. There's a bit of a theme of this this frame, that the black was almost seems constantly in the over the pocket. So it was always like such a stressful thing to leave a red, knowing that your opponent is almost certainly going to get 8 points. but I get lucky there. I think I was worried about putting the black in, but I did miss that. But yeah, it was very reckless, I guess is the word. Anyway, I leave an easy one for Sai, but I have moved the black from the pocket, so it's not an easy 8 points. But he does have this pink for 7 points, but no, not quite. So what we got? 17 points in it. Still a couple of reds. Three reds are still on the table. So still plenty of points available. Oh, that was stupid. I was overstretching. I didn't think that the black was going to go. I knew it was going to cannon the black, but I didn't think it was going to cannon it to plant it. But I was overstretching, didn't quite get my chin on the key properly, so probably that was stupid. It was a stupid 7 points to give away. So I've just thrown away a significant chunk of my healthy lead, but never mind. That was in. And the problem with those is if you don't get them in, you leave them. Oh, that's a great pot in that pink. It had a look first before deciding to take a leap, but yeah, there's still a good pot in that pink. It's unfortunate though, but he's got himself right back in the frame, so, you know, basically 14 points just because of that black. Well, not just because of that black, to be fair. But yeah, 14 points. But I get that red in, but I could have done better with the cue ball there, try and get out for colour. And there's so many colours in open space that anywhere that wasn't on the cushion, I would have at least had a shot. As it happens, that I don't have much to go out here, but the red is at least in a safe position, so I knew that chances are I was going to leave a snooker or at least a difficult shot. And that's exactly what's happened. I've left a snooker. So can I force Sai into mistake here? I can. But it's only 4, it doesn't hit anything. So it's just the 4 points. Not the dreaded rest. Yeah, not great. Not left an easy pot, but I have left this red in a portable position. But the cue ball is on the cushion, so it's a tough one. I think he did go for it. But gets a good a good cue ball, and the red coming back down the table has left me snookered, I believe, on the pink has snookered me. So I'll be lucky to get away with not fouling here. But I was pretty happy with this result. Pretty good weight, and just nudging the red out. He's digging down here. What's going to happen? Not quite as dramatic as I thought it was going to be, but I can't see what he's done. Okay, so yeah, he's not quite got the snooker here. I think I can get past this yellow. Yeah, quite easy. And was just a little way off getting a pretty nice snooker there. I don't need snookers, but obviously just playing safe. But containing safety for Sai, pretty good result. Just catch the brown with the red. I do get a good cue ball though, so I was pretty happy with that. Oh, that was close though. Is it going to go in the other one? Needs to bend. No, it does. It does just bend, I think. Nap of the cloth just takes that in. He's not on a colour, but he is on an easy snooker on the yellow, so you know, can't blame him for laying that. I would have done the same. It's just a shame it came off a fluky red. So yeah, it's going to be a tough, this with the yellow being in the middle of the table surrounded by high value balls, the blue, pink and well, black's not surrounding it, but blue and pink especially. I'll be lucky to only give away 4 here. I think my main aim here is not to leave a free ball, so I'm essentially just trying to hit it dead weight, so if I do miss it, you know, there's no chance of a free ball. Which I do miss it, and basically leave it. And this is where the camera runs out of battery, so obviously I lose the points for that foul, and also Sai, when we return, when I realise that the camera's run out of battery, Sai has potted the yellow but then missed the green, so now it's back to my shot, and Sai's obviously got 4 points for the foul and then 2 points for the yellow. So you only missed 2 shots basically. Yeah, didn't commit to that one. I was playing it as a bit of a safety shot, but I feel like if I'd fully committed to the pot, I probably would have got that in, or at least got it closer anyway. But it was a good cue ball. Yeah, Sai's left this little straight, so this is not easy. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I was playing the safety shot here, but got it through pink and blue there. Not sure how I managed to get through that gap, but it's pretty fortunate. Yeah, decent cue ball from Sai, but left the green in the middle of the table, so should be okay to get a decent safety off this. I'm not sure going for the pot was the right choice, but it was pretty close. As it happened, I didn't get it, and I have left Sai a chance at this green, but it's a bit of a stretch for him. Yeah, that was a good stretch. I think rest maybe would have been a better option. But he's not left it, to be fair.
Unless you have to get hard.
I've got no curfew.
I said I'd be like about 7, so we got this.
Yeah.
Only because we're going away.
Yeah, another safety for me, just trying to get distance between cue ball and green, which I've done. Not left anything easy, but that's an excellent cut in, and he's unlucky not to be easy on an easier brown, but it was an excellent cut. I thought I'd left a shot that was too difficult. You know, it was always a possibility, but it was difficult. And then that shot is not what he played, but he was playing the snooker. Yeah, you see, look at the camera. You might be picked up what he said. He was, I think he was playing the snooker on the black, to be fair. So either way, I probably would have been a difficult position for me. But I think he gets his just desserts. Yes, he does, unfortunately. So it's all square with 3 balls left. I think I said to him after this match that we should just not bother with the reds and just put the colours on the table and play from there, because it doesn't really, if the reds don't really affect the result of the game for us. So I managed to cut that blue in, so advantage me, I guess, but it could have, you know, could have landed somewhere better on this pink. You know, my fault, overhit it. I tried to cut. Safety in mind though, I did play to get the cue ball back and hope that the pink would go past the cushion, the middle pocket, which it did. So I was playing the snooker, I think, on the black, but didn't quite get it. But you know, he's got the cue ball on the cushion. Pink, you know, it's pretty straight to this pocket, but there's quite a distance to the pocket and quite a distance between pink and cue ball, so this is never going to be easy. I did get quite close to it though. I did take it on, and I was lucky not to leave anything easier than this. I say easier, I'm not lucky not to leave anything really other than the safety shot. Yeah, that was unlucky. Just caught the jaw of that pocket there and just brought the cue ball back towards the pink rather than going further towards the black. But as I've said already in this frame, whenever there's a rest involved, the easiest shot is still missable. But I do force it in. I say force it. It bangs its head a couple of times before it goes in, and it does. And yeah, so I'm 11 points ahead, only the black left, so as long as I don't foul on this shot, that's it. That's the second frame to me, so I take a 2-0 lead going into the third frame. I'll try and get that frame edited and up as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, like the video if you do, and drop a comment in the comments and let me know how or what you thought of the match. I'll speak to you in the next frame.